simple. What you're searching for has to be that which is most natural for yourself. Most natural. Anything that really sets up to be something sophisticated and complex, you can just leave it aside. The search for truth need not be a hardship. I sometimes say that the truth is simple, but the seeker of truth is complex. What you're searching for is actually not outside of you. It might be more evident in one place, but that doesn't mean that it's more of itself in another place. When we speak about truth, it is not like some holy cluster of concepts that you're going to find. It's not a teaching. It is your inmost being. And that is always here, behind the facade or the curtains of your mind and your conditioned identity and personality, because all of this is not stable. They're just always like moving shadows. The stories and the images of life and so on, they're moving. But there's something in you which is unmoving. And it is from this unmoving place that the movement called life is perceived. When we're in our most passionate, or in our most troubled, or in most insecure, or whatever, and we refer to ourselves, we kind of refer to ourselves like here. It's just it's an intuitive, a very primal response. No? It's just the center is felt to be here. The beautiful thing is that as your attention turns away from what is impermanent and begin to discover that there is a stability here, there is a space which defies any kind of category. It's just like a sort of a space, a sense of being. You can say it's a knowingness, but it's not knowledge. You'll also feel naturally that you don't have to prepare so much for life, and that life is beginning to feel increasingly spontaneous. All that I'm speaking now, it just finds its way into your consciousness. You just come to be aware of it somehow, rather than going out studying that. I don't myself like to recommend studying and teaching too much, because I feel it becomes very intellectual and very mental. Whatever you discover here, it has to be integral. It has to feel just right inside you. Your real self is out of the bubble of that self-image. It is pure, It cannot be described actually, but I would say once it is recognized, there's like a perfume that arises from that recognition, and I would call that perfume peace. The actual physicality of the universe is not a sin. There's not anything wrong with it. It's just what it had become to mean for you with that limited identity that we have been wearing. We are perceiving what we are conceiving at some level. But if we believe very strongly, this is what I am, the whole feel of a journey, a spiritual journey, an unfolding, a kind of an evolutionary outcome is much appealing to the mind, because it is the mind that takes on the journey and enjoys the sense of transition and growth and stuff like that.